Friends, so great to have you on the mat again. I'm gonna try another yoga flow, probably be about 30 minutes, and I'll do the relaxation separately for the final Shavasana. So I invite you to find your comfortable seat on the mat. I have my knees folded under, but feel free to readjust. Nice releasing breath. Taking time to settle into the space around us. Listening for the ambiance of sound, of light. Feeling the temperature of the air against our skin. Providing us perhaps with a sense of being grounded here in this moment, to honor our practice, honor our bodies, sense of connecting to ourselves and to our community. If you're comfortable with it, close the eyes or just merely soften your gaze. Give yourself a moment to sit with your breath. Maybe beginning with discovering your next inhale. What does it feel like? Is there a rhythm to breathing in, breathing out? Anytime during practice, I invite you to return to sit with your breath, to rediscover that inner self. If you happen to be in kneeling, I'm just going to shift forward across the top of one foot into the center of the opposite arch and return the weight of the hips back over the feet, beginning to stimulate the feet, warming up those muscles, preparing us for standing asana. Let's switch over, bringing top foot to the bottom and returning hips over heels. Lifting shoulders with a nice easy shrug up, over, down, and back. If you had your eyes closed, blinking them back into this lighting. Releasing the feet from under us, tuck the toes, press back, really open up through the arches, and balancing on the toe mound. You can begin to bring that warmth, that movement into upper body, knees open just a little wider. Nice deep breath in, hinging forward, bend at the elbow. Exhale, sink back down. Opening into hips, groin. Exhale down. 2 more. Returning knees to mat, walking hands into tabletop, shoulder to wrist alignment, hip to knee alignment. Stay with that flow of your breath as you exhale, rounding. Beautiful, graceful arch of cat. Inhale, lifting chest and crown of head away from tailbone. See if you can create a sense of unity with the breath, the body movement. Vitalasana, cat and cow. Returning to a neutral length, shoulders aligning into the hips. Extending out, right arm, left leg. Oppositional reach, spinal balance. Exhale, rounding under. Inhale, re-extend. Bending that left knee, drawing it out to the side. Re-extend the leg if you have space. Returning that full alignment, front to back. Exhale, rounding the back over the bent knee and elbow. Inhale, re-extend. Returning, right hand, left leg, drawing up into a leisurely cat. Let the weight of the head Just roll off the neck. Gradually level back out, changing sides. Left arm, right leg, spinal balance. Exhale, bending the knee and elbow under, nose to knee. Inhale, re-extend. Bending right knee, pull it up towards the side. If you have space around you, extend the leg. If your space is a little cramped, you can keep the knee bent. And re-extending front to back. One more rounding. And inhale, lengthen. Palms come back down, knees under hips. Just sway the hips side to side, wagging the tail, looking for that lateral flexion and extension. Steady the hips, bring that right foot forward, adjusting through the length of the back leg. Nice low lunge. You can keep it right here, or top of the foot in back meets the mat more firmly. Lifting back knee off the floor. Anytime you want support, bring that back knee down. Hands can come to thighs. You can keep it right here. A different expression for your lunge. Exchanges top of foot for tucked toes. If you feel ready and you want a little more, extending arms, lifting chest. If you need more than that, lift that front heel. Palms come back down. Walking head and shoulders up. Gentle twist, revolve through the waist. Exhale, releasing. Taking right knee back, high plank. Hips high, downward facing dog. Unlock the neck, just let that length come naturally. Energy to the back of the body. Kind of lift the heels and lower. Lifting heels, lower both knees. Adjust the gaze, left foot steps forward. Find just the right spacing where the body can be at ease. In the low crescent lunge, you can keep it right here. Hands to the floor, shin to the floor. If you want to add more, lift that back knee off the mat. If it feels right, lift head and shoulders, hands to thighs. You can keep the top of foot right where it is, or exchange toes curled under. Adding extension through the arms is an option. If you need more, lift this front heel. Releasing, hands and back knee, lifting head and shoulders, revolving through the waist, exhale. Untwist, spread the fingers wide. As you tuck the back toes, step through, high plank. Rolling over those toes, a little shift forward, press back. Breathe in, breathe out. Sweep those hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. With or without knees to the mat. Take that little lift of the heart, shift, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Chest is open, shoulders are quiet. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot rising. Nice long line. Bending at the knee, revolve through the waist. Recenter hips. Optional, pull the knee forward, 3-limb staff. Right foot re-extends. Eyes forward first, followed by right foot. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. So I can't tell if you can see my head. I'll go lower. Inhale, reverse. Exhaling, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Level it out. Pivot, use the length of your mat, turning heels in, toes away. Goddess. I'm gonna have to come low. I don't think my head's on there. Ooh. Lift up and over. Other side. Free up that energy within. Just let the upper body float. Appreciating the grounding of lower body. Finding that sense of ease. Goddess pose. Release it back out, warrior two. Pivoting from the back heel and hip. Lower the hands, step back, downward facing dog. We can always substitute an expression of child's pose here. Take your time listening to your breath. When you're ready, downward facing dog. Left foot rising. Bending at the knee, revolving through the waist. Keep equal determination under right fingers to left. Realign hips. Optional, pulling knee under heart. Inhale. Single leg, downward facing dog. Eyes travel first, followed by left foot. Inhale, high lunge. I'm going to turn so I can face you. Warrior two. Gotta go low, get my head in there. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip. Allow that chest to open, allowing space for that heart to widen. One more reverse. Level it back out. Pivoting back to the center. This time we'll flare the heels slightly away. Make the adjustments of that space so that you feel comfortable and not over pulled. Keep a little bend behind the knees. We can hold with support, hands to thighs, or reach out, extending. Nice long back, adjusting the chin to accommodate length to the neck. Revolving through the waist, inhale, open chest. If that's too deep, substitute hand to thigh. Exhale, change. Your practice can be as active as you care to make it. Perhaps transitioning with each exhale, opening with each inhale, or staying on one side for several rounds of breath before changing to the other. Two more nice sweeping breaths. Clearing space, rejuvenating, pausing in the center. Cradling opposite elbow. With the weight of the head, just draw that length naturally through the backs of the legs. And take a moment to notice, does your body seem to gravitate into a still space? Or is there movement? Wherever you are, a sense of ease. Prepare to come up, freeing the elbows. Gently roll all the way back up. Step or hop the feet together, bending knees. I'm going to turn sideways. Coming into chair pose, powerful pose. You can adjust the squat. It can be higher. I'm just trying to get my head in there. Breathe deep, rich, full breaths. Extending legs, folding forward. Unlock the neck. Gently reach the hands behind the back. Lift the elbows. Opening chest. Lower the seat. Lift the heart. Chair pose. As you breathe in, gentle back bend. As you exhale, folding forward. Bring it all the way down towards seated, crossing at the ankles. Notice how you feel. 2 more settling breaths. Coming out of seated, you can use your hands behind you to prop or roll over those ankles. Bringing right knee forward, extending left leg back, lower the hips down. Easing into a forward facing single leg pigeon. Try to stay here for a few rounds of breath. If there's any discomfort, knees, hips, back, take a moment to roll over. Settle your shoulders, your hips, cross the ankle just beyond the edge of that thigh. If you're using the supine version on your back for pigeon, uncross, switch to the other side. If you happen to be forward facing, lifting head, neck, and shoulders, king pigeon variation. If it's right for you, for your knees, can bend that back knee, moving towards mermaid. Tuck the back toes, free that leg underneath, stretch it out, kind of pedal out, bending one knee, creating an evenness right to left. Switching sides, left knee forward if you're not already there. Find just the right depth where you can settle in to this nice joint opener. You can explore a different expression of the arms. Slide those elbows forward past the head. Palms come together behind the head, offering a stretch into the back of the upper arm. Lifting head and shoulders back up, king pigeon variation. Optional, bending back knee. Tuck the back toes, stretch those legs out. Coming into a side plank. Double check your alignment. The space along that long edge of your mat should be equidistant, so we're in a straight line, shoulder over shoulder, firm press through the fingers. Optional 5-point star. Roll it through center. I'm going to change sides so I can face you. You don't have to though, you can just roll over to your other arm. Release it back down. Come up towards seated and just round that body over the bent knees. Hug them in close to your chest. Offer the length down the back. Balancing back from sit bones to tailbone. Preparing for boat. If there's any strain, please put your toes back down. You can add layers or take away, depending on what signals your body provides you. You can bring it higher if you want. Fingertips under chin as you lift, really radiate length up the front of the body. Revolve that waist. Untwist to center, re-lengthen up the middle. Revolve. And back through. Coming out of boat, set the heels down. Just take the very soft, subtle forward fold, offering that openness to the back. Inhale, roll or sweep back up. Maybe the heels drift further forward. Exhale, folding in. 2 more. Nice, quiet rounds. This time, release the heels of the hands behind the hips. Fully open across the chest, widening heart. Allowing that space to fill with joy, compassion. We can turn this into reverse table, bending knees, bringing heels in, lifting hips. If it's right for you, extending legs, so lower the seat, reach the legs long, Eastern facing plane. Quietly return the seat, lift the shoulders over the hips, find your way towards staff pose. Just a nice quiet breath as you begin to soften your gaze, even closing your eyes, reaching palms up as if to gather the light, the energy, the positivity that's all around us. Moving palms to heart. Let yourself imagine the infinite possibilities that are dwelling within us. And just know that when you are in that higher place in you, that place that is full of love and peace, compassion for all, truth. And when I am in that higher place in me, together, we are one. I bow to you, my friends. Thank you from my heart. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.